We've all done it. We've spent 40 hours collecting digital feathers, beating a boss on impossible difficulty, or God forbid, actually playing the multiplayer mode of a dead game just to see that shiny platinum icon pop. Also, let's be honest, the trophy hunting community is packed with some strong opinions. Whether you're a trophy hunter with 300 platinums, or someone who just thinks trophy level is a made-up number, this list might trigger you. By the end of the video, you'll either be nodding in agreement or rushing to the comments section to tell me why I am wrong. Let's dive into the PlayStation trophy hunting hot takes that some of you may be too scared to admit you agree with. So let's start with the first truth bomb that maybe will hurt some people's feelings right out the gate. You're not a real trophy hunter if you only do super easy games, Spider-Man 2018 it, or kids games and shovelware. I'm sorry, but to be a real trophy hunter, in my eyes, you need at least a few 5 out of 10 difficulty games platinumed. So, where to start? I unfortunately would maybe disagree with this one. While trophies and platinum trophies can be a sign of skill and the difficulty noted on it is representative of that, well, that's not always the case. While you have the likes of Mein Leben, which asks you to put yourself through the mental torture that is a no-death run on the highest difficulty setting, which constitutes its rating, there are countless others where the difficulty that's noted lies in just having to find all the collectibles, making sure not to miss missable trophies, picking up the right answer in an NPC quest or a quick time event. On top of that, I think the journey of a platinum is more important. A great story, emotional story beats, epic fight scenes, finding those little hidden nooks and crannies on the map that expand the lore and the story, that makes it, for me, a more enjoyable platinum, and that difficulty could technically be just a 2 out of 10. Sure, I like testing my skill from time to time, but sometimes I just want to be wowed and then get the platinum. And we're not getting off to a good start, as here's another one I kind of disagree with. Online trophies are better, more interesting than just finding pointless, useless collectibles for the sake of it. Now, if you're a regular on the channel, you will know that I constantly complain about multiplayer trophies, and I'm making a massive assumption here about the person that's written this, but maybe he didn't play in the heyday of PlayStation 3 games where getting pointless multiplayer sections that were dead on arrival, making the game almost instantaneously unobtainable, means that, yes, multiplayer trophies, I would take collectibles over multiplayer trophies any day. Now, I can agree that looking for pointless collectibles can be bad, but that's only if you are just collecting them. A lot of collectibles in games are meant to be found so that they can flesh out the story and the lore. It took me a while to learn and wrap my head around that, as like everyone, we're all too busy trying to get that platinum that we're just collecting them for the sake of it because we have to. If you treat it like it's intended to expand the story, learn more about the game, learn more about the world, and the way that it was intended that you find them, then you may find going for the platinum a little more enjoyable. As soon as I try to switch my thinking to that way, I know I enjoy collecting a lot more. Now, onto one when I saw it, I instantly related to this one. No one can finish a platinum longer than 20 hours with background music, videos to keep them entertained. Now, this kind of feeds up into the last one, as I find that I do listen to music or videos while doing collectibles in a game, or I used to, but there are some games that isn't the case. Well, for me, The Witcher 3 was a game that took me way longer than 20 hours. It took me about 160 hours to get the platinum, and not once did I have anything on in the background. So I was so engrossed in the story and the world and every little thing that the game had to offer that there was just no need to have anything on in the background. Contrast that with a game like Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order, trying to traverse those absolutely abysmal 3D maps, not knowing where I was going. Needing something on in the background kept me sane. The amount of times I got turned around or went down the same dead end 15 times, doing that in silence would have either needed me getting a new controller or a new monitor. Definitely one of the two. These next two are complete opposites to each other, so I thought I'd throw them together. We've got one person saying that auto-popping trophies is okay, and the other says, my hot take is probably that I truly don't understand the point of auto-popping plats. By all means, play the game a second time and double stack it if you like it that much. But I fail to see what auto-popping achievements, other than artificially inflating your numbers, does. To clarify, I don't care what anyone else wants to do with their own list, it's just not for me. So which camp do you stand in? I lean more towards the fact that they're okay. But that's because I've always been opposed to multiple playthroughs of a game. If you look at my trophy list, there are very few games on there that have more than one playthrough to obtain the platinum. And while I wouldn't auto-pop a game, if I was going for the platinum again, I could see playing it again because you're getting that little bit of dopamine hit playing all of the trophies again. Also, because you played it before, you probably do it in less time. Now, here's a take from someone who I think has been collecting trophies for quite some time. People nowadays feel a bit entitled to earning plats. So many people have the attitude that they should be able to earn every plat. In my opinion, that removes the worth of every plat. If you never feel challenged by a game and every platinum has basically the same non-exhaustive lists, what's the point in trophy hunting? Now, this is similar to the original take, but I know for a fact that this comes from someone who's been trophy hunting for quite some time. Because if you look at the majority of PlayStation 3 platinums, besides the ridiculous multiplayer trophies, a platinum that was classed as an easy platinum would be something like a movie tie-in game, Terminator Salvation, Megamind, Disney's Up, or normally a wrestling game. As the years have gone on, trophy hunting and platinums in particular have become more accessible, which is a great thing. But back in the day, you needed to carve out a lot of time, a lot of dedication, and put some time into getting good at the game in order to get a platinum. And I won't repeat myself too much in detail, but yes, I agree platinums should have an element of skill, but not all of them. Especially using the example in the original comment, Spider-Man 2. Now that's a game that's aimed towards a younger generation, and let's face it, me and probably a good chunk of my audience are in unk status. So making the platinum for Spider-Man 2 uber difficult would, in my opinion, defeat the purpose of it being put in. We're about halfway through, so make sure to comment some of your hot takes, and it may make it into a part 2. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and now moving on to the next take. Time-consuming platinums should add a +1 to the difficulty. Grinding for 20 to 50 hours isn't easy. Sometimes I look at a trophy guide and see 200 hours, but it's a 3 out of 10 difficulty, and I have a hard time wrapping my head around that one. While yes, skill-dependent trophies should bring the difficulty up, I think that time-consuming platinums are just as bad and should also bring that difficulty up. It takes a certain type of mental fortitude to persevere with a long trophy. I mean, come on. What's the biggest complaint you see about trophies from people trophy hunting? Collectibles take so long. Why are so many collectibles? And that's because a lot of people don't have the patience and are dealing with it because they need it for the platinum. Being able to lock in and keep repetitive actions going to the same places, going to the same areas on a map, doing the exact same process, quick time events, everything, whatever it is, just constantly doing that is a skill I'm yet to master. Now take the current game I'm working on. I'm currently going through Assassin's Creed 3, and I put the game and my controller down about 5 times in the last week because every time I fast travel to a different part of the map, I pull the mini-map up, and honestly, I just want to vomit. Looking at what I've got to find, where I've got to go, how far away everything is from each other, it's just... So to the people out there that can do it without issue, I salute you. And lastly, a couple of takes that go together. Quality is better than quantity. I'd rather see 10 5-hour difficulty, 100-hour games than 1,000 shovelware. And then we've got someone who followed it up with anybody that platinums over 100 shovelware games just to flex on the PSN leaderboard are not real gamers and have zero taste for games. I agree with Sapphic statement about being challenged by a game. If you can't commit to a platinum you enjoy, then why bother being a trophy hunter? And I kind of have to agree. While it doesn't bother me that people go for shovelware, you do you. I find it hard to believe that you're doing it for anything other than the leaderboard or for stats. You're not actually getting any enjoyment out of the game, are you? Let's face it. Now, if you are, I'd love to hear from you and find out what it is that is so enjoyable about playing an Unreal Engine, store purchased items, bundled in and made into a 20-minute platinum. I'd love to know. I've always been of the opinion that a platinum is most enjoyable or rewarding when you're pairing it with an emotion, whether that be happiness, sadness, rage, frustration. Sitting there for 10 minutes, pressing X, doesn't do it for me, sorry. Anyway, there we have it, some of your hot takes. I've missed a couple out as I'm looking to make this another 2-parter, so make sure that if you've got any of your own hot takes that aren't in here, comment them and we will make it into the next video. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, happy hunting, and I'll catch you on the next ping.